It's 8:30. Good morning. I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. Hunter MP Joel Fitzgibbon says he's now free to speak his mind and stand up for his constituents after stepping down as Shadow Agriculture and Resources Minister. The veteran MP has been at odds with Labor leader Anthony Albanese over the party's climate change policy, saying the ALP risks alienating its traditional supporter base by considering revised greenhouse and renewable targets. Meanwhile, One Nation Senator Malcolm Roberts is calling for Joel Fitzgibbon to retire from politics, and the party's 2019 election candidate Stuart Bonds believes Mr Fitzgibbon will need to become an independent if he's to retain the seat at the next election. Maitland MP Jenny Aitchison says the community remains at risk while nothing is done to secure and clean up the former Truegain waste oil site at Rutherford. It comes after firefighters were called to the site on Friday, where intruders had broken into the Carl Street plant and spilled chemicals onto the driveway and surrounding area. Although the spill was quickly contained, Jenny Aitchison says it's unacceptable the site is not secure, and Environment Minister Matt Keane needs to follow through on his earlier promise to pursue the former plant owners and make them pay for the site's clean-up. Small Remembrance Day services will go ahead across the Hunter this morning after a temporary easing of COVID restrictions on group gatherings. Official commemorations at Civic Park's Cenotaph in Newcastle will begin at 11 o'clock and include a flypast by the RAAF. Newcastle RSL Sub-Branch President Ken Fail says the service will look a bit different this year.
The service itself will be a little different, that we're not allowed to have school kids in this year or a choir, so there'll be less music than normal or less hymns, and unfortunately we've had to fence off the space, and inside the fence will be invited guests, but any member of the general public who wishes to place a tribute may do so at the end of the service.
The owners of Hunter Valley Horse Studs are joining forces today to oppose a new underground coal mine near Jerry's Plains. The Maxwell mine is proposed for the site of the former Drayton South mine. The state government has completed its assessment of the project. However, Planning Minister Rob Stokes wants a public hearing before a final decision is made. The Independent Planning Commission will begin hearing submissions today, with 14 members of the Hunter Valley Thoroughbred Breeders Association to express their concerns about the mine's potential impact on groundwater, air quality and noise. A tourism research group from the University of Newcastle Business School has revealed friends and relatives are a key target market for Newcastle as a destination. The City of Newcastle Task Force Industry Response Program provides local people the opportunity to win $500 vouchers so they can experience Newcastle as a tourist. Dr. Tamara Young from the Newcastle Business School says locals who really understand our region are its best ambassadors.
Myself and my colleague at university have been working with the local and regional tourism industry for a very long time. A couple of years ago we started on visiting friends and relatives. It sort of builds upon that research where we are in the long term hoping that the people who take a hometown holiday will have greater knowledge of the city of Newcastle.
The Hometown Holiday Project launches tomorrow.
2NURFM Sport.
Merriweather Surf Competition Surffest will be beached next year due to COVID. Organisers say community and athlete safety fears and international travel restrictions have made it impossible to hold the long-running event. Adopted Novocastrian Julian Wilson edged out local pro Ryan Callanan in this year's final, but will have to wait until 2022 to Adopted Novocastrian Julian Wilson edged out local pro Ryan Callanan in this year's final, but will have to wait until 2022 to take back the title. 4 Jets players have been selected for the 26-man squad vying for a position at the Tokyo Olympics next year. Connor O'Toole, Johnny Katrumbis, Angus Thurgate and Rami Najareen will be training harder than ever to make the grade and represent Australia. Defender O'Toole was on the pitch when the Olyroos defeated Uzbekistan and qualified for the Olympics. And the Blues are hoping to take out a 5th straight series in the Women's State of Origin, with Wallsend school teacher Melanie Howard announced as halfback. The 27-year-old will make her Origin debut after being in a biosecurity bubble for the last month. She and 4 other Hunter-based players will face off against Queensland at Sunshine Coast Stadium on Friday night. That's sport. I'm Sam Bartlett.
And the winning numbers in Oz Lotto are 20, 32, 19, 5, 24, 38 and 8. And the supplementaries are 25 and 34. 2NURFM News Time 25 to 9.